Nigerian artists and Nigerian songs. So that's my observation.
Okay. Okay. Although I do agree wholeheartedly with the fact that we need to be careful so Afrobeat does not become the fad. I want to see if I can get better lighting. Yeah, okay, this is better. Afrobeat does not become the fad dance hall became. In the early 90s, most Nigerians were listening to dance hall. That is reggae. The
Yeah.
Shabarangs, the Queen Patra, the Mad Cobra and Co. And by the late 90s and early 2000s, dancehall had almost totally faded away globally. So we've got to be careful with Afrobeats. This is the year of Afrobeats, but it's not going to last forever. Remember, disco had an era, rap had an
Yeah.
era, R&B had an era, and all these genres have faded away. There was a time when it was pop. There was a time when it was disco. And disco music is actually good music. In the 80s, we had disco music. And disco music was very rhythmic, very easy to dance. The vocals are always nice, but it faded off. And as disco music faded off, dance hall was birthed. Dance hall was more modern, more danceable reggae. And then dance hall faded away, and then we had the rise of rap and R&B, street American rap and R&B. And that also started fading away, giving way to Makossa. And that's when we had the likes of Magic Systems, Awilo Logomba. You understand?
Kofi Olumide.
Kofi Olomide, and that also faded away, giving rise, because nobody dances Makossa anymore. Makossa was really big at one particular point in the history of Nigerian music, and then it all faded into Afrobeats and Amapiano. So we've got to be careful with how we play the narrative so we don't end up seeing exactly what happened to disco and dance hall and all those other genres. Someone said faded away from Nigerians. Yes, faded away. Dance hall is not what it was in the early 90s. In the early 90s, remember Chakadimos and Pliers.
At the point, what finished dance hall, now it's the same thing that is happening to Afrobeat. What finished dance hall is because they allow the West, the Western labels, the Western investors to take over and control dance hall and reggae, which is the same thing that is happening to Afrobeat right now. Let me explain how. The big labels are coming in and buying the masters of our Afrobeat music. They give upfront good money to most of our artists. Most of our artists tomorrow will cry for their masters because the money they are taking right now, they are that's like they are selling their birthrights to it. That's one. Then two, there is no Nigerian owned festival controlled by Nigeria.
But Polo, where is even Polo, sir? Polo had that Afrofest, or what's the name of that his festival?
Yeah, but the artists are big. The artists are big.
Okay, sorry. I never said Makosa is from Nigeria. I just said there was a time when Makosa was reigning. And Makosa, I believe, is from Cameroon. You guys are right. So what I was saying is, from genre to genre, we've seen it from the 80s to now. Disco is no longer alive. Dance hall
Hello?
is no longer alive. Not you needed to grow up in the 90s to see dance hall. Everywhere was bang 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 bang. Yes, there are still some good Makosa musicians that are still making waves today, just like there are some good Juju and Fuji musicians making some waves today. But that general global wave of dancehall or Makosa
Acceptance. Yes.
has gone. Even R&B has gone. What you have today as R&B is more pop R&B. That proper Mary J. Blige, Jodeci, um, who did we have back then? Joe, R. Kelly, that kind
Tony
of
Braxton
Tony Braxton, that kind of R&B we don't have anymore.
is no more.
Is no more. So
Hmm.
Afrobeats also is not going to last forever, no matter how much you like it. And I understand that the artists want to quickly cash out.
That's why you see most of the big artists, Afrobeat artists, are denying Afrobeat because they don't want to fade out with the sound Afrobeat. Because I think they foresee that Afrobeat might fade out. That's why you see
It's not
Whiskey is
might.
saying it's not
It's
an
not might. So you can see the
no.
genius in a man like Wizkid, who is already trying to remove himself because any
Disassociate
genre
himself
will.
with Afrobeat. Yes.
You understand? And a lot of people were
Burna
insulting
Boy
him
is
back
saying
then.
is not an Afrobeat artist because they don't want to be tagged by something that might fade out. That is one of the reasons they said that. Because if Afrobeat is not reigning today, automatically the attention will go off them. That's just it.
Automatically. So Whiskey declaring that he's not an Afrobeat artist is I consider that a piece of genius. Because whether you like it or not, every single genre eventually fades. So people like Michael Jackson,
Yes.
who were genreless, always stood the test of time over people who were locked to a genre. That's why, as big as R. Kelly was, he started struggling in the last 5 years. R. Kelly is more famous to some people for his jail term than for his music. To this Gen Z, when you hear R. Kelly, what they hear is, that guy with the same go prison.
That's why before he started having issues, he was trying to switch his sound.
Yes.
At the point he was doing Move Your Body Like a Snake. Now he was trying to do the dancehall. He was trying to switch to hip hop. He was trying to move his genre, but he
He
was
tried
already
to have a
with the
collabo with Jay-Z. He tried
yes.
everything. But you see, they don't tie him inside that R&B. They don't tie him locked, throw away the padlock.
Because he was the king of it. He was the
Yes.
king of R&B.
You know?
They couldn't escape now.
So look at people like Jodeci. When Casey and Jojo broke out of Jodeci, they came out with that song, All My Life. It was no longer R&B. It was now mainstream pop. They tried to catch in with them, Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, Ricky Martin, and they really did. But you see, they did not last because yes, they were an R&B artist that did a pop song, but they've been identified with R&B for too long. So those when people were when people were insulting Wizkid over the I'm not an Afrobeat artist. I was like, you people are too narrow. This guy is sharper than all of you. He's disconnecting so that he can be part of a bigger emerging sound or global picture. That's what I saw. Pure genius. Paulo,
So Olo is here.
is he here?
I think so. Let me see.
Paulo Maldini, my former neighbor. Someone said R. Kelly is and will always be a genius. Yes, I agree. R. Kelly
Yes,
is
nobody's
and will
taking
always
that
be a
from him.
genius, but he started to struggle. He started to struggle with the sound.
No, back to what I was saying. I will use the Polo is here.
Polo
You
is
can add him.
here. Ladies and gentlemen, another genius in the building. Cisco broke out of Drew Hill or emerged from Drew Hill.
Yeah. He broke out from doing. He was trying to do hip hop.
He did it, and he was successful. Tong, 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 tong. Paolo Maldini. See, as human being fresh, you know they old this man. You can't find him more as they old. I swear down. Paulo now the first person they have. See, when I met this guy in my life, he had dreadlocks. This Paulo way they see now full dreadlocks they in hair that year. Ha! Oh, Paulo go fresh. Hey.
I'm getting old freeze. I'm 57, man. I'm gonna be 60.
You don't look it. You look good. This is the. I swear to God, this is the best I've ever seen you. It's like you improved.
No, now because Nigerian artist stress don't reduce for him body. Paulo going run from pillar to post. Yeah, he go bring millions put for artist table. Artists don't go do the work where he give them to do.
I agree, but let's also give some kudos to Yabo Ojo. She they take good care of him. He no go angry, but she they try.
I beg go, don't cause problem for you.
Everybody they say Paulo is fresh. I swear. That time, you go see Paulo early morning, time face. That time, all these artists they in label or they work with them. Now my neighbor from my house, they up in house, they down. I go look at him, he go carry bag. All in Rolls Royce, in 3 Rolls Royce and Lamborghini, the key they one bag. You know, they put her inside one car, start the car, carry the bag, go put for another car. His face go tight.
Why is it Paulo word now? Like I don't know what is wrong with these children. Why they say Paulo? I don't know. You taking the money, but people don't know background, the effort. You see, you only just see signing paper in his office, but you don't know the effort. You don't know the stress these children give. Kudos to Paulo.
And
Paulo, waiting be your take.
No, we are okay. Let's so that you knows where we are. We're talking about the overpricing of Afrobeat artists. What I've noticed, I've been away for. I've been in different countries for some time. I went to festivals. Most of our artists are not. Most of the Afrobeat shows, the way it used to be, is not the way it is home and abroad. You understand? Before you hear this person is in Germany, this person is here, this artist is here, this artist is there. But it's not like that anymore because most of the promoters I spoke to are trying to book DJs instead. They're trying to book Amapiano DJs. They say they complain that Nigerian artists are overcharging. Even though they fill the venue times 3, they will not make profit. They are losing. They are complaining bitterly. So that which I'm saying, like it's affecting from that the first topic is affecting the growth and the gospel of Afrobeat. So I
talk about this couple of years ago.
Yeah. True. That the free is true.
I discussed about it a couple of years ago. You know, Afrobeat don't change. There's lucky guys who are doing it well as well, like Burna Boy, Davido. Those ones are still, charging something ridiculous, and they still have opportunity to, see a lot of people to, but at the moment it's so bad at the moment, and the economy is there everywhere in the whole world, whether it's America, whether it's the UK, whether it's Europe. Economy are really, everybody's struggling on the economy too. Go to supermarket and buy something first before you go think about paying for a ticket to watch anybody at the moment. And the secondary as well, Nigeria, African artists are not doing perfectly. If you, like example, if you see Burna Boy show he go no say that show they do. He put himself in the sound, the light, the everything. You understand? And give the 100% show. Like every day you go to Burna Boy show, you see different thing. Every day you
production.
If you go to Burna Boy show today, it's completely different thing you will see, not continuously the same old thing. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, and you can see that like the Europeans, the white, the black, the Haitian, they love what he's doing, and they're now seeing the Afrobeat another way. But the other artists, you can see that they do same old kind of thing, and they arrogant of it as well. Like, Burna Boy is charging $1 million. Why can't I charge 1 million? What thing Burna Boy do, I know they do. What thing Burna Boy get, I know
Now,
they
who even creates this pricing regime? Who does this pricing? Is it the artists themselves? Do they just look at themselves and give themselves worth?
Price comes when you are every time you are requested. If you are requested every minute to every second,
then you increase your price so that you can.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
So it's not but when you are not, the problem is when you are not now getting you have priced
the value of your money.
How much you are pricing? Like you are pricing before 25,000, 30 or $35,000, and the people are booking you and now charging 150,000 or 100,000, and to come back to charge that 25,000 is hard for you, because that's what we are saying, that you have priced yourself out of the market. Because
yes,
if you come back to go back to that $25,000, you will not even do it. You say not 5,000. Do you know how many songs I have now? Do you know how many people book me on that time? But you know that all of them are struggling at the moment. Every of them are struggling big time. I'm not saying they are not making money, but if you check how much they make 3-4 years ago and how much they are making now, listen, the accountant will tell them the truth, nothing but the truth. They are not making a grade A or A class artist. If you check all of them, they are not making the money they make 4 years ago. They are not making
at all.
They make 3 years ago. Definitely. If you check the artists as well, you can see that their price, whatever the accountant is telling them how much they make a couple of years ago and how much they are making now, they are struggling.
Then get accountant. They don't even get accountant. How many artists get accountant?
Whether they have accountant or not, when they go to their bank account, they will know that I did 150 shows a couple of months, 2 years ago, 3 years. Now I'm doing 30 shows. I'm doing 25 shows a year. And then, that's what I'm saying. So you will know that they are not making that money.
You call artists for club appearance, club events. They will charge you 50 million.
How far?
How many drink the club they sell?
But the 50
No,
million
I did
is for
live
the
with
year.
Polo and Soso. No. Talk. No problem. I don't mute him.
Mute your mic, that it freeze.
So what I'm saying is
the
problem about the whole thing is, I think some of them are understanding what is going on at the moment. If you are not making that kind of money you make last year or last 2 years, and now struggling to even do 10 shows or 15 shows a year, and you know that you have you don't buy a house of how many millions of naira. You don't buy a car. Maybe some of the cars is high purchase cars, and you are paying back the money, and you are looking for the money that is coming back to you every year. You can see that you are really, really struggling. So nobody will tell you. The problem is they need to understand that if they don't do show, they will not make money. Simple.
Yeah, but now another problem I'm talking about now. Back home, local promoters. Our artists don't consider local promoters anymore. Even local promoter means promoters from Nigeria. Even corporate companies don't do event anymore because
of this.
Artists are way above their budget. You get not that they don't pay for your value, but artists have overpriced themselves now that it is DJs. You see now we have celebrity DJs. You see different girls now, they are DJs. They will come and perform. It's a DJ and hype man thing right now because artists have overpriced themselves.
100%. 150 million% is changing, and this is exactly what happened to what happened to reggae, and reggae just made collapse, and the same thing is happening to Afrobeat at the moment. But the good thing about Afrobeat, we are still streaming very strong. We are still doing well on streaming and everything. That is the joy we have. But on the basis of tour and doing events, going overseas across the world to do different events, they are struggling. A lot of them are struggling.
But Polo,
and they think some of them think they can do it. They can do it themselves. They don't want any promoters anymore. They don't see why they're having a promoters anymore. So some of them are struggling. There's something the promoter can do, the manager and the team cannot do. But they cannot see it. They don't see it anywhere. They just believe because they make a lot of money before and the money is still there, they will make it again. But when they see first year gone, second, I can bet you there's a lot of them that they are not making, if they check the money they make 3-4 years ago and check what they are making right now, there's a lot of them struggling so badly. And the problem, they don't even know what to do, how to manage it, because they don't want to charge smaller, and people will say, I'm too, something is wrong with me. So some of them are just stays at home quietly or travel quiet somewhere, chilling somewhere because they are struggling. I'm telling you right now. Tell me any artist that
pride and arrogance is also involved.
100%.
Then the most dangerous thing right now for Afrobeat is the same mistake reggae dancehall made. Let me come to that point. Now, most of our international shows, festivals, are being controlled by foreign investors.
Yes.
Like now, when last did you hear of reggae Sunsplash?
100%.
It was live. It was Live Nation. It was live.
Because I'm in New York a couple of days ago, and we are talking about it. This is exactly how reggae just collapsed. This is exactly how soccer.
Because these guys,
all these Caribbean collapse, and
these guys
happening now to Afrobeat.
These guys, let me mention one of them. Let me say Live Nation.
Yeah.
They are going after sound that is hot. They are going after genre that is hot. These are the guys that control the festival. They have arenas all over the world.
Yes.
And they have loyal fan base all over the world. Now, the mistake...
And they have data. Data is why...
Yes, data. Yes.
Yeah.
Now, these guys will push what they want to push that is hot at that moment.
That's definitely, yes.
The danger of Afrobeat internationally is that we don't have any Nigerian... I mentioned this thing before Daddy Fizz mentioned your name. We don't have any Nigerian promoter that do show on international level right now. Afrobeat is now controlled by Live Nation and other international Western bodies because they give you upfront money, do the show and all that, and our artists seem to respect them more.
Definitely.
If they say tomorrow, Afro Nation, somebody's asking what about Afro Nation? Afro Nation is being controlled by Live Nation.
Yes, 100%. Yeah.
So if you don't know that today, Afro Nation, if Live Nation say they are not interested anymore, Afro Nation is gone. Just know that today.
Yes, 100%. The owner of Afro Nation, which is
Or it's what the Asika, what is that his name?
Obi Africa, the UK Obi Africa, not my Obi Africa of Nigeria, the UK Obi Africa.
Not the Nigerian one, yeah.
It's the
owner of Live Nation.
Yes.
Wooden Smith, but it's being powered by Live Nation.
100%.
Know that and know now. So if Live Nation pulls out, the owners cannot run that event.
I still believe that no matter whatever that is happening, I still believe that they are working with Live Nation and they are making money, whatever they are making. I don't even think they are, I don't know. I'm not going to lie. I never checked their book to know, but you can see how much they are investing on this project and how much they are investing. That's why they came to Nigeria to invest in Nigeria, and they see that
they could not do it and they left.
They cannot do it, and it's hard. It's hard. It's no more fun. It's no more fun on doing this kind of thing anymore. So it's no more fun because everybody don't become greedy, which is fine.
Sorry, I had to attend to something. Make una no vex. So
everybody is just being a bit greedy, and like you said, every promoter out there, they understand what I'm saying. I know how hard you guys working. I know how hard everybody's working. But at the end of the day, Nigerian Africans don't like their African thing. We cut it as well sometimes because some promoters will do corner ways as well, which make it so difficult as well to trust a promoter, because sometimes if you book an artist and say you want 5-star hotel, you're on the contract you sign, you say 5-star hotel, and the artist will come and he stays in 3-star hotel, or all those things upset the artist anyway. But at the end of the day, it's a compromise. But like you said, I still believe when Live Nation, when One Africa Music Fest is, I started One Africa Music, and Live Nation come for me and said they want to buy One Africa, and they will pay me $3 million that time. That time, I think that time that, the vision I have and everything I have about this One Africa Music Fest that time, and they said to me, okay, I buy it and you come back. Before me and Universal Shupo start talking about it, and we wanted to do it in another way. Let's make it as the African thing.
Polo, I saw you lost money. I watched you lost money because of passion.
The first time
I've been part of your event from the first day you planned it. We're together and everything.
100%.
The passion was to promote. Yeah, the passion was to promote export African sound.
Yes.
You understand? Afrobeat was not where it is today. I saw you struggle for funds, try to get different people. I saw the frustration. Yeah. I saw the artists that believed in the dream. You get?
Yeah.
And we try to pull it out. But many people feel you are making money. I am a living witness, and I know how you try to struggle to make all these things. The demands of artists, the way they start demanding for either jet or some kind of stuff. And now it's so painful that we don't have airlines that can sponsor.
Yes.
That can carry artists to different destinations. So our artists are not encouraging. That is the same thing we're saying.
Listen,
are not encouraging.
As I'm in the UK now, there's like you said, there's different ways to. We cannot, like I said to you, we cannot keep on dwelling. We need to change our vision as well. And our vision is to change the concept. The way, like you said, now DJs. Like you can see that DJs in South Africa are so popular more than even the artists itself.
The artists, yes.
Do you know that?
Yes.
In South Africa, DJs in South Africa are more popular than the artists themselves. Because of the way they promote, the same thing happened in South Africa before they changed their mind to, promote more of the DJs more than the, but at the moment, like you say, so the most important is to create another venture to keep on moving on the basis of promoting the African culture, African music, African style, African things. Like me now, my own vision is one Africa global. Whether it's music, whether it's sports, whether it's food. You know me now food that they sell now. You know that food that they sell now.
Polo, when you start to sell food?
I do a lot to na food chain. I have the biggest warehouse in Houston at the moment. That's why they see me much now. So we export African things in the global world. Whether it's in UK, we have the biggest warehouse in UK, and we have the same thing in America. And anything that is export, like in South Africa, we export their wine, the African wine in South Africa. In Nigeria, we export a lot. Even our palm oil in our Anambra state, we export it in Canada and in America. So, my brother, the most important is to, represent Africa very well, and I'm doing it for the past 15, 16 years at the moment. So, but Afrobeat will still remain. The other thing is we need to try our best. Let our Nigerian artists and the African artists calm down. Know that we are working for them, not that we are trying to leave them like if the other Portable said. Nobody is leaving anybody. It's just to work so hard, make sure that everybody, our sound is heard anywhere in the world, But like Soso said, the greed is so much in Africa at the moment. Everybody wants, why Polo is doing it? Why can't I do it myself? Why can't I look after myself? Why can't I promote myself? It doesn't work that way. It never works that way, But the only thing you can do is claim that it's working, but it's not really. You can see that they are struggling. Tell me which artist is doing so well at the moment, apart from Burna Boy and the Davido and maybe one or two others. Who else is doing fantastically well? Tell me. Who else is even has ever done a show in Nigeria if it's not only Flavor? Because the Flavor is consistent. Flavor is the only person that is consistent. He don't increase his money like the other people. If you understand what I'm saying, tell me which artist doing so well in Africa at the moment. I'm talking about since 2 years ago now. Since 2 years ago, there's no artist that is doing fantastically well. I can bet my chest. There are people on there. I'm talking about you are making $5 million in 2 years ago, and now you are making $1 million. Are you doing well? You can't call it doing well.
True.
You understand what I'm trying to say? If you make so much money a couple of years ago and check how much you are making last year and this year, you can see a lot of them are struggling, to be quite honest.
What about upcoming? It's hard to call people like Ashake upcoming because they're already established. But don't you think people like Ashake and Rema are doing okay, especially now? What are your thoughts on artists like Rema and Ashake?
I can bet you Ashake 3 years ago. Ashake 3 years ago make over $4-5 million or $4 million. But Ashake this year and last year, I can bet you Ashake didn't make up to $2 million, $3 million. So what is the same thing on Lema? Lema make heck of money last 3-4 years ago. Do you know every booking is Lema? Every booking is, but how much are they making now?
So even that, Ashake filled up the Madison Square Garden, if I remember correctly. So what you're trying to say is those days they made more money by doing many shows than by doing just one show.
One or two shows.
Oh,
Okay,
okay,
let me give
okay,
you an
okay.
example. As I can, okay, the biggest show as I can did 3 years ago. As I can did over. Even in Nigeria, as I can maybe do 5 shows a day. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like 3 years ago, 3 years ago, as I can make so much money. I can bet you anybody, if anybody can say to me, okay, no, I make more money this year, it's a lie. I make more money last year is a lie. Because he did it. Because all like sell out backlist sell backlist last year, maybe they pay him $600,000 for, because it's not his show, it's a Live Nation show. So they pay his. So if you check 603, okay, he did Max, he did show last year 4, 5, 6 shows. I don't think he did more than 5 shows last year. This year, I don't think he's even up to 2, 3 shows this year. So highest they pay you if they pay you even $1 million. And 3 shows or 4 shows. That when you are doing 12, 13, 14, 20, 30 shows and they are paying you for $400,000 or $300,000. Do you understand what?
Yes.
You can see how much money you make. The same thing. The only person that is really making ridiculous money is Burna Boy. But what I'm saying to you, Burna Boy 4 years ago, Burna Boy didn't make money 4 years ago. He made at least 80 to 100 million.
80 to 100 million dollars.
Of course, Burna Boy is. Anybody telling you anything about Burna Boy, just tell the person. Burna Boy is the richest. I'm not kidding you.
That means Burna Boy, they make that kind Drake money.
Burna Boy, Burna Boy didn't make so much money last year and but Burna Boy didn't make money last year at least $70-80 million.
Burna Boy make money past Nigeria be that. I'm not sure say Nigeria as a country make $70 million.
No, Burna Boy another level. Burna Boy is in another level. Anybody telling you all this nonsense, because they are not even talking. Burna Boy and the good about Burna Boy is he have a small unit of people. Her mama, her sister, and the mama brother, and they are not up to 8. Any other person is a consultant or a contractor. You know what I'm saying? So Burna Boy makes so much money.
Odogu, we hail you.
The highest money Burna Boy make, but 4 years ago is another level. 3 years ago is another level. But last year he is coming. He can see that what he make last 2 years and last 3 years or 4 years to what he's making now is completely. He knows as well he's not making the way he make money 4 years ago.
Now, Rema, for instance, we heard the story that he was paid a huge amount to attend the Ambani wedding or perform at the Ambani wedding. Do you think Rema can still continue to rise financially and with his craft, or do you think he has reached his peak?
No, Rema is another level. He's a Gen Z guy. Is our major key for African. The way they see Rema is the way they see all these American artists as well. But the problem about Rema at the moment is overplay. I still believe the guy. I don't know. I'm just saying from my experience, he overpriced himself. The kind of money, because you cannot be telling somebody, okay, I will charge you $250,000 today, and the following 3 days it takes them to pay $500,000, $600,000. That's what I'm saying. It's a fucking situation. But they need to figure out and find back. fan base, and that his fan base is the only way he can attract them is to go and do more shows. And when you are not doing more shows, is a problem. Like last year, Rema didn't do much shows last year, particularly in the last quarter last year. You know, he didn't do much shows last year. Even this year again, you can see that they are all struggling because when you pay somebody $700,000 to $1 million, you will ask yourself whether are you going to make that money back or are you not going to make the money back. And when you cannot make the money back, it's another different problem. You know? Listen, there are a lot of people supposed to be making so much. For example, someone like Kizz Daniel. I swear to God, if Kizz Daniel put himself together, Kizz Daniel is the kind of person that will challenge Burna Boy for me. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Kizz Daniel is the only person I know that can challenge Burna Boy if he puts himself together. I'm happy working with him 2 years ago, and I know how much he made. Kizz Daniel make over 75 million from my side. I don't even know
$75 million.
Is that no, sorry, not 7. At least on my side, $7.5 million on my side. Do you understand what I'm saying on Kizz Daniel? So if Kizz Daniel do well, I believe every year Kizz Daniel will be doing $15-20 million.
Wow.
If Kizz Daniel set himself up properly, like a proper team, a proper everything. Do you understand what I'm saying? But I still believe that to find it, he is struggling to find a good, trustworthy somebody to work with him, except his brother. But I still believe his brother is very good in terms of taking care of the band. You know, I can't call it a manager because I don't see him as a big manager that can go and represent Daniel very, very well. I see him as a road manager that can make sure that Kizz Daniel is fine. But if Kizz Daniel do step up himself well, because if you hear Kizz Daniel's songs, and the good thing about Kizz Daniel is, listen, Kizz Daniel loved by women. Almost 95% of Kizz Daniel's songs are women loved. I'm not talking about loving Kizz Daniel only your Jay-Z. Kizz Daniel loved by 60 years old woman. Kizz Daniel loved by 40 years old. Do you understand what I'm saying? Kizz Daniel loved by 13 years old. Do you understand? But he just need to put himself in a best position because his songs is crazy. He has the best songs. He's so good. He's so handsome. He's so. Do you understand what I'm saying? But the only thing he needs is to just put himself together and nail.
Follow, he hit the nail on the head now. Put himself together as words.
Eh?
Put himself together.
So you won't set my organ up.
No, because
no. Man, Kizz Daniel are cool.
Hold on. No issue. The thing is, I was one of the first person that worked with that managed Kizz Daniel when he left his label. I'm the first person. You remember when I brought him to your house?
Yeah.
That was a word he told me. He told me that he has never been endorsed in his life.
Yes.
That he needs endorsement. That as I'm his manager, the thing I'm supposed to do first for him, he needs endorsement. You know, when an artist is telling you with all the big songs that his dream is that he needs endorsement.
Yeah.
I said, okay, there's only one person that I know that can give you endorsement. That's when I took him to you. Yes. That period. You understand?
Yes.
But just as you said, let's just say it in the surface, just as you said, Kizz Daniel needs to put his trust in a global team.
Yeah.
Kizz Daniel does not need to work with one person.
Definitely, 100%. The only thing I'm worried about him is it's hard for him to trust. That's the only thing.
Yes,
He has to trust. You know,
we're in public, and he's a private person, so there are some things we cannot say.
Yeah.
You get based on the fact of we've worked with him and we cannot betray his trust. You understand?
Yeah.
But just as you said, generally, Kizz Daniel would have been the biggest. Kizz Daniel has more hit songs. I'm saying it. Look at my face. I'm the one that is saying it.
Not even
Kizz Daniel has more.
He has a lot of.
No, I mean
everything you are thinking about.
I'm trying to make it like he has more hit songs than many of our top three. Than some of our top three. Like when you say one, this song I hit, two, this song I hit, three, this song I hit. Is that all his songs are hit songs? So I think he needs a team internationally, street team, global team, and all that.
The only thing I'm worried about him is just the trust. Even if he don't want to have a team, because Burna Boy don't have Burna Boy has a contract with the international agencies, but his team is only 5. But that 5 is solid team that will talk to him and tell him the truth. You understand what I'm saying?
You don't need
like,
yes men.
When you see me, I'm doing things I'm doing because I'm passionate. It's not about. Sometimes I say to them, it's not about money. If it's money, I don't need to even get up in my bed to do anything. Do you understand what I'm saying? But the only thing is there is something you are passionate about. There's something because that time even me and Kizz Daniel work is a challenge. I said to him I will work with him because a lot of people have said so much things about him. But I said to him, I will work. And the good thing about it, nobody finished his contract with Kizz Daniel. Only me, only Polo finished his contract with Kizz Daniel. And we are still cool. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody. That's a challenge. I said to him, nobody finished full contract with you except me.
Including you.
And nobody give him money. Nobody bring in money more than when Buga come out, when everything, the endorsement is that there. What endorsement did we get? We have almost 5 ambassadorship waiting for him to sign. Now he decide now which one he go sign and which one he didn't sign. Now me guarantee on upfront and personal company as management for Kizz Daniel, at least that time we bring in almost $7.5 million for it. So it's a good thing. It's not even a story. The only thing I can say to you is Kizz Daniel is one of the most talented people in the whole world. And he need to do, this time he's still young and talented. He need to fight and get there like Burna Boy and get there like Wizkid and get there like Davido because he can do it.
So what do you think the future is for Nigerian artists? And there's somebody you haven't spoken about, that is Wizkid. What do you think the future is for Wiz right now?
Wiz is a genius. Wiz is still, for me, Wiz is still a legend. I call Wiz as a legend because I work with Wiz for so like I'm the first person. Like when Davido said Polo is the first person that give me endorsement, I'm the first person that give Wizkid endorsement. Me and Wizkid went to Lebanon for the first time. Wizkid and ask Wizkid. Wizkid will tell you how we work when he's with Banky W. And when I went to Pepsi, I said to Pepsi they must sign Wizkid and Tiwa Savage. Tiwa Savage has only one song that time. Wizkid is still with Do you understand what I'm saying? But then is a past tense. But the Wizkid today is a classic. The only thing he don't know, I think he's just tired because of the moms. I think I think those things disturb him a lot. That's
The loss of his mom.
That thing really. I know how this guy loves his mom. Do you understand what I'm saying? You know, sometimes when you are doing things and working so hard, and you know how much you love somebody, but you are not giving the person 1 million. Do you understand what I'm saying? But I think the whole thing that is happening to Wizkid at the moment is that losing his mom in that way. I think that he will come back. Everybody will see one day now. That thing will whiz out, but because it's not something that is 1 year or two. You know, it's time. I said to him, it's a time. One day now, it will just freeze out, and he will come back and be doing things he loves to do. Because I don't think he's happy at the moment. I don't think he's happy. He's extremely happy at the moment. You understand what I'm saying? You can see it yourself that he's not. Since the mom died, it's not Wizkid we know before.
Door, please, door.
For a long time. Do you understand what I'm saying? I still think that pain of losing his mom is still there. But I know it's a matter of, it will come and go. It's a matter of 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, or 1 year, but it will freeze out and Wizkid will come back. But there's a lot of talent in Nigeria, in Africa. I'm telling you, it's not only in Nigeria. There's a lot of young talent that is now still there.
Now, I want to ask you a question, Paulo. If all these older artists are no longer accessible, isn't this the time to build new artists to raise? There was, like you said, there was a time when nobody knew Wizkid. There was a time when nobody knew Kizz Daniel. Also said, there was a time Kizz Daniel did not have a single endorsement. There are some artists that are up and coming now. Isn't this a perfect time to discover such artists?
But the problem you can understand is these new artists now, they are not loyal.
Paulo, sorry. I don't want you to go that angle yet. Let me. Daddy, please, can I answer the question?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Before the loyalty, it is not cheap anymore to invest in an artist.
It's not.
It is more risky to invest in an artist than for you to go and open a filling station in a village where they have only 2 cars. You understand what I'm saying? First of all, now the media is broad. It's so big. You need TikTok influencers. And the cheapest, no influencer takes below 1 million naira. Yabo Ojo to influence, do that, Biabia come for you. You need to pay like 5 to 10 million naira. Yemoli to do something for you, 5 million.
Coming, yeah.
Bokoli to dance your song, 5 million. So by the time you shortlist influencers alone, 100 million will not be enough for influencers. You understand? To influence the song. And right now you need TikTok influencers, you need social media stuff. You understand?
It's gone from the day when you will come and bring 300,000 inside envelope and give radio presenter, say play my song.
Not that day where Daddy Freeze. Paulo, those days I will go and sit down with Daddy Freeze. Daddy Freeze they collect money from my hand. It's just for us to be his program, sit down with him in radio, then we'll go drink pepper soup that year.
Yes, now for that corner place.
Those
when
days.
I'm always I don't work. When I do my story, man, my story is big. Do you know that at the time I'm always with that Freeze in Cool FM?
Yes, now.
When my company working for Cool FM, my company worked for Cool FM for I'm bringing a HPZ for. You remember that time I'm doing fridges and Grisobossi. The BTFM is a MD or GM of Cool FM
that year.
It's crazy, man.
Before BTFM.
Yes,
before
now.
BTFM.
That the time say that time Paulo get dreads.
Yes, then we used to survive. Daddy Freeze, Benga shocking for his ear. Question mark.
He's here. Hey, Benga Shokefun.
Benga, do you want to come up? Right, or if you want to come up. Those days is relationship.
Yes, 100%.
You have to be friends with presenters. You have to be friends with DJs. Then go all the way. Daddy Freeze today when they call, Daddy Freeze was you be good guy.
He get one girl where they work with Paulo that year. Ify. Paulo, where is Ify?
Ify na yellow. Is a British girl, yeah.
Yes. She follow Paulo, come from London. Yes. I like Ify that year. Lovely girl.
She's fine. She's okay. She's still.
Somebody say Paulo get dreads. Like, yes, now him be this. Ask him. Now dreads the first get that first time.
You know why we know Paulo? Ogula not dry. Ogula not dry. Ogula not dry.
Yes.
When they do Kano Foundation.
Yes, now Kano Foundation I know, but because in they come our side, if they come that year with Ify, now maybe they are voiceover artist.
Yes.
Kano Heart Foundation. Paulo go say, and Paulo no dey hear o. He go say, no, you did not do it well. Let's start again. Yeah. You fit do Paulo work 3 hours.
So you see all this sacrifice, Those are the sacrifice we made those days. But now, even artists, you go spend. Do you know? Wait, that's why sometimes when I heard about Rema that was having issues with Don Jazzy, I felt very bad because I don't know how true it is, if it was true or anything, but I remember how Mavin spent money on promoting Rema when he came out newly. I know the amount of money you see they spend, all these labels. Do you know that 500 million is not enough to promote an artist right now?
And it's risky.
You will promote 4 artists, spend 500 million, 2 billion, and none of the artists go blow.
Get nothing.
Possible. Very possible.
Let me factor you. When I sign
who's your guy?
Sign Spyro. How many videos I did for Spyro that time and everything?
You didn't forget I did your office when they contract that day that.
Immediately I said I don't do again. Spyro bro. But they understand what I'm saying. The only thing you are lucky, listen, is so sometimes when you can invest 50 million, 100 million for artists, and this 100 million is small. 100 million saves now, we know go do 5 videos for you now.
We'll teach them.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think 500 million will do 5 videos now. So, listen, so an artist now is so, and upon that, you go spend that kind of money for an artist. When he brew 1 song or 2 songs, and he has 1 million followers or 2, he will start saying, I know they do again. No.
Now that time, the family members go come.
That time, a family member will come and start harassing everybody. It's crazy at the moment, man. It's so crazy at the moment.
It's so expensive. Very expensive and risky. So that's why you see all these old cars, they will still last. They will still last.
That's my plan before. My plan is, if you come to America, for example, and see how much money. Okay, this SWV tour last year, they are still in it. They have only 3 shows remaining now. SWV is 90s old. All these names are calling you. The Cisco, the Duru Hill is 90s.
Yes, now.
You see the kind of money they are making at the moment. If you see the kind of money they are making and the cloud as well they are pulling, that's why I say to myself, why can't like our our 90s or 90s 2000 guys, they are thinking they are old. Why can't we form a festival? Why can't we do something? But them as well, wahala. Them as well is too much wahala.
They are wahala too much.
You bring them up, tell them your vision, tell them your mission. Some of them will understand what you are trying to do. But some of them will see it as, I still need $50,000, $60,000 per show. You ask them, how many shows have you done so far? You're asking for this kind of money. Do you understand what I'm saying? Andy is a fantastic event. Like, if we do a classic event for our old guys, they're plenty. There's a lot of them out there. And there's a Gen Z and for example, you can call One Day Code as a Gen Z. I still see One Day Code today as a Gen Z, whatever you
artist.
Gen Z legend.
Is a Gen Z OG legend.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand what I'm saying? If you put like One Day Code, you put like 10 stars together and they could go and do a tour. Are you telling me we cannot sell out 10,000 capacity?
True.
Are you telling me? And the opportunity for them to tour. They need to tour, man. If you don't tour, nobody knows. Do you understand what I'm saying? Nobody knows you. But the problem is the way they will be very difficult to work. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like some of them, there's a time I say, okay, let's change the game. Let's do all these legends. And but there are plenty of them.
There is something we're not talking about, and we didn't talk about. The drug abuse in the industry.
Substance. Say substance.
The substance in the industry. The kind of hard substance that many artists that you know are taking.
There's a lot of, I don't stay with them in their house. I know they are only smoking weed at the moment. But any other people that smoking
straw substance, just say substance before these people begin to look for my
doing other things.
You see, Paulo. I'm glad Soso raised this point. As you know, so many of them went to rehab this year.
Many
of them are just fresh out of rehab. Many, as in a chunk. You will be amazed the kind of stories. You see, I don't pray for people's downfall. And when I get stories like that on my table, some people will leak it and get the traffic from it. But I don't see how, unless the artist leaks it himself, or the artist says that I want to come and do interview, I want to talk about my story. But that I will hear a story about you and leak it when I know it's something you're already struggling with. Am I helping you or not? But I cannot lie and say it does not exist. Many of your faves, even some of the people we've talked about today, some of them have just come out. Some of them are still there. And the problem with substance is once you start, especially the kind of substances we have around today, some now one hit to just hit and once, finish, you don't hook. You don't turn to your bread and butter.
It's really painful. It's really painful. And they are taking it as a joke. And when they take it, they are just gone.
Yes.
And the whole thing is not even like what you are saying. Those things destroy them. All this thing where they talk now about substance, you can see some of them is destroyed by this. Some of them cannot even wake up in bed.
The funny thing about it is you see them come out fresh.
You
don't know the kind of things these people take. When I mean things, the ones where they inject themselves, the ones where they, based on censorship, we cannot say.
It's sad.
It's very sad.
It's sad.
The industry does not have anybody that controls some certain things. You see, for example, now, the Nollywood people, at least they have AGM that sometimes rescue one or two of their people.
Where is Ubi Franklin? Where is he? Is he in Nigeria? Or is he? Where is Ubi Franklin?
He was in Nigeria a few days ago. I still spoke to him recently. Oh.
I haven't heard from Ubi for over
one. You want me to add him here?
It's okay.
No, because
okay.
my time is about to. So we have to we have to come back again. This matter no be one live matter. This matter na matter we need to address.
Let's schedule and you post it that we're coming.
Absolutely. So I'll bring you. I'll bring Polo.
Some people so useless, you know. How can somebody say Ubi is one of our biggest?
Let me tell you something, You people are saying Ubi.
Let's correct them now. Ubi Franklin is not taking drugs before they go.
No, that's that. They're nanny that they call her, As a day like this, I have seen the impact of Ubi Franklin in Davido's life. Forget anything. Ubi is the voice of reason in that camp. Or should I say, one of the voices of reason. Ubi na mature man, we get mature agbalagba sense.
If Ubi like you, just go home and sleep.
I'm telling you.
Like the way
Ubi no be bad person, no.
If Ubi like you, just go home and like the way he like Yanya. To work with you, Ubi.
No be say Ubi no get your own issues, but once Ubi is a good guy. I can tell you that for free.
They call Ubi nanny for year.
Leave them. The people where they call her nanny, they do her for a walk. Some of those people where they call her nanny, now for a walk that they do for abroad. Some of them are real nannies. They can't see person where they do well. In own nanny, okay, let's say Ubi na nanny. In nanny, they enter private jet. Your own ordinary taxi, you know, the fee enter. No be boss, you they enter, go do your afo for a walk.
Ubi is the manager to Davido's wife. So anybody calling in that is fine. Ubi is a manager. Manager can be nanny. Manager can be personal everything. Is a manager. If you define who manager is, you can do all
the money where Ubi Franklin make.
That's why the people that don't know what manager is,
they don't understand.
Manager can be anything to make sure that the person you are managing have 100%. Do you understand?
Let me tell you something. That Davido and Chioma married, 80% will be Franklin.
I beg, no go there.
No, me I go say they marry. Ubi Franklin was a.
Davido tell you like that. Mo no go that side. I beg.
Mo leave him.
What I know 100% is when Ubi love the job, Ubi do the job the best way anybody can do the job. That will be Franklin for me. That is the manager of that, like agency manager, like being a manager, personal manager to anybody. Ubi, you can see what he's doing. Nobody, and the way he manage things and do things, it's gonna be in your face. There's no way you're gonna say na Ubi. You know.
But please, when will the time when they come?
Now you go tell me. Because we go bring Ubi go there. Who else do we need on that panel?
At the one village. Abby is harassing me when Abby is in America. I'm the person that put Abby on the platform. So I don't know why Abby is harassing me. Say that he will squeeze my balls.
Hey, make we calm down. No.
The only person that put on the biggest stage in New York. No, so
that's true that.
So I don't know what did I do. The first time we came to New York, I don't know the guy. But finally we met, we have understanding, and I make sure that I perform in the biggest stage. And that's what I can do. It's my man. But no matter sometimes, we don't have any man. I mean, we harass you when.
Do you want us to bring out me? Let me call it for your life.
No. No.
Give us time. I'm jobless in this London.
Okay, let's look at tomorrow.
I don't come back.
Oh, okay. Now, wow.
Let's look at tomorrow. This same time tomorrow.
I do my protest. I do
You know when we
protest
have
for
our
different countries.
Flavors show on the 25th.
No, I go don't go.
Wow.
I go check my club. Man, no see the apple.
Hmm.
No wahala now. Oh yeah.
So what time? That is free.
That's free. No wahala.
Tomorrow, same time, 1 o'clock.
No wahala. We are together.
All right. So I'll get the message across to Ubi and everybody.
Yes. No
All right.
wahala.
God bless us all. Thank you guys so much for coming, and we're gonna keep keeping it real. Stay
No
blessed.
problem. All right then. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you. Bye.